best. I want to be the best, simple and plain. That's why I play the game. To be the best, you have to win.
Basketball was invented in 1891 by James Naismith. He wrote 13 original rules, most of which currently stand. The game was originally played with peach baskets, and after every time the ball was scored, they would need to pause the game, climb a ladder, and retrieve the ball. Fast forward over a century later, and the game has evolved past Naismith's intentions. Now we have shot mechanics, offensive schemes, defensive setups, and the players' skills have surpassed what they were many years ago. There are many players who are worthy of being near the greatest player of all time, like Kevin Garnett, Robert Parrish, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Steve Nash, and the list can go on. But Kobe Bryant's name may be above the rest. There are 5 things that can contribute to this: his stats, accolades, intangibles, the people he has played with, and the longevity of his career. So Kobe's many accolades include, well, I can't remember them all, so I'm going to read it to you. First, he was drafted 13th overall by the Hornets and traded to the Lakers for Vlade Divac. He was the first guard ever to be drafted out of high school. He became an All-Star in his second season, being named the youngest starting All-Star in NBA history. He was an All-Rookie second team, 18-time All-Star, 4-time All-Star Game MVP, 15-time All-NBA, 2-time NBA scoring champ, 12-time All-Defense, 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, and 1-time League MVP, to name a few. Kobe Bryant's stats include a miraculous 81-point game, which is the second most points scored in a game all time, which he scored 81 points in approximately 42 minutes. It's nearly 2 points a minute. He also scored at least 40 points in 9 straight games in 2003, a feat that only 3 other players have accomplished. He averaged 35 points in the 2003 season, also only 3 other players accomplished. He's 14th all-time in steals and 3rd all-time in points, with 33,570. The longevity of Kobe Bryant's career is pretty simple. He played 20 seasons in the league, which only 6 other players have been able to do. Throughout those 20 seasons, he averaged 25 points a game for his career. And in his last game of his career, when he was 38 years old, he scored 60 points. The oldest player to ever score 60 points in a game. Some of Kobe's intangibles are what separated him from the pack. His work ethic was undescribable. He believed that if he worked harder than everyone else did, then the results would show. His leadership was uncomfortable for a few players, but it was necessary for him to get in his teammates' face to get the best out of them. His Mamba mentality, where he could turn into an assassin on the basketball court, was unlike any other. And lastly, his competitive drive, his want to be the greatest of all time, is what put him in the position he's in today.
Many people in the basketball world believe that Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, but
basketball is a true team sport, and one great player cannot make a team great. For example, the Warriors in today's basketball. Kobe was blessed to have Shaq in his early years, and the two showed their dominance by winning 3 straight championships. But when Shaq left, Kobe didn't really have much help. He had Smush Parker, Chris Mim, and Kwame Brown. While Michael Jordan, in the prime of his career, had Scottie Pippen, who's a Hall of Famer, Dennis Rodman, who's also a Hall of Famer, and a few role players to help the championship teams. If Kobe Bryant had the teammates necessary in order to succeed in that gap of years where he had to carry the team on his back just to get to the playoffs, Kobe Bryant might have had a more dominant career. But nonetheless, his career was impressive.